Now, welcome back again to Bod Tv, Bobby, where they analyze on the trend today. I have my correct people now. Welcome again. This time, and the news will get just Sarah plenty for my country people. The very first one I want to talk about now, bad Peter Obi. In fact, a lot of people don't they make some comments concerning him saying, man, if he not win the 2027 election, my country people, how this one be, we not know. But the former spokesman of Atiku Okewa presidential Campaign Council, Daniel Bowler, don't tackle the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi. They talk and say he's being haunted by ghosts he created. Wait till be the ghost way Peter Obi creates. Well, I remember say some days ago, Peter Obi come talk say he not fit die because of Labour Party. Say because he not fit tackle Labour Party again. And this statement can't lead way can't say talk say he want dump the party if the crisis continues. Coming to the word where Daniel talks, say the ghost wait I'll be created now the hunt am. My country people, I not say if person they talk true, it don't turn to the ghost way it the chase person. Because right from time, Peter Obi has never been quiet. He has been talking about the nation. To the extent where we say, inconstant talk at Tinubu recently was 97 trillion debt. 97 trillion debt. We say the country is owing. Maybe it's not talk. My country people, this is really, really alarming. So, the way they play for the background. This man when they invite come Arise TV, he said Peter Obi has lost it. He said he don't lost that. Bata. Say there is no way they can support Peter Obi again. Say Peter Obi is not being truthful. Say in a person be say if they respect Peter Obi before, in they see him as somebody will be say yes, is ready to work. He said, but now when Peter Obi don't open my talk say he no one continue with Labour Party again if the crisis continues. Where be say power they struggle for power for the Labour for the party. So now this man can talk say if Peter Obi cannot deal with staying in one party, how then can he be able to rule Nigeria? What be there with it talk? But it not go down well for a lot of people because a lot of Peter Obi supporters still see Peter Obi as an idol, as someone who be say can fix Nigeria. Even if Tinubu walk tomorrow now, but the way Tinubu entered, a lot of people not like him. So because of that, anything way Tinubu do, whether he good do, they no go ever appreciate him. But another thing we they think about now be say that maybe see food chop, maybe see school go and make security day, and these three things. Nobody don't get on for Nigeria. Other things fit there we be say man the money you don't fit do and make it be say don't see come up, dollar don't go down where. But wait it consign the people which is food. We be say they'll put one price for food as a military they do and then these are the things we want to see. We want to see good education. We want to see security. We want to see them say everybody remain for Nigeria. Nobody they jack by again. These are the things that Obi said he's gonna do. But the question is that will Tinubu do all these things? If he do all these things, Nigeria might decide, okay, make it rule for the next 4 years. But as it be now, we be say, Peter Obi don't they get crisis on him. How well are we going to see him, contesting for 2027 election? My country people, make I let the video play. Make una hear with this man talk.
So what do you make, first of all, of Peter Obi's claims that pretty much he is willing to work with the Labour Party, but not willing to die over the issues that they are creating and so forth? What do you make of these comments?
Well, I find Peter Obi's comment very disappointing, but not surprising because some of us knew from day one that the Labour Party was just a special purpose vehicle to pursue his own selfish ambition of trying to preside over the country. But if you go through my article today, I try to situate the failure of Labour Party being unable to reconcile its own internal differences as that of the failure of the presidential candidate himself. You see, it is good for you to nurture an ambition. It's also good for you to ensure that the vehicle upon which that ambition is being pursued is intact and seen to be very organized to pursue your aspiration. But in the last 1 year, Labour Party has been undergoing some kind of ding-dong affair. They are unable to put their house in order. The candidate of the party in the 2023 election, Peter Obi, is unable to explore the resource of dialogue, of conversation, of interaction, and to reconcile all the issues within the party and package it into a brand that other future aspirants will want to latch onto. But I find it very disturbing that in Nigeria, people only pursue their ambition, not necessarily looking at the vehicle upon which that ambition is being pursued. And political parties are very important in terms of leadership recruitment, because that is the party upon which, a candidate who wants to be a governor, a senator, a House of Rep member, and even president will want to pursue an aspiration. And for you to say if you cannot reconcile the issue, you are going to run away, means that he didn't have all that it takes ab initio to even aspire to govern the country or to preside over the country. Because if you are unable to reconcile differences in Nigeria, that means you will run away from the country if you are being faced with crisis in the country. And so for him to make that kind of a statement, that if they are unable to reconcile, he will leave, that he's out to build the country and not build the party, I find that very contradictory, very, very contemptible, and it takes a lot away from his leadership credentials, also called leadership credentials, so to speak.
Well, I find your comments, a bit ironic, considering the fact that Nigerian politicians jump ship at will, they cross carpet at will. I know at a time you were also within the PDP. You did not stay to build the party into what you wanted it to be. You jumped ship when it became uncomfortable. So I'm wondering, if it's really fair to attack Peter Obi for doing what every other Nigerian politician does. How does that contribute to nation building?
Okay, thank you very much for your question and for your comment. I haven't accused Peter Obi of trying to defect. And I didn't contest president of Nigeria before. I haven't achieved that particular status. That's one. Secondly, Peter Obi is seen in some quarters as the face of opposition, so to speak. And one will expect that a party that gave him that platform to contest for the president of the country, that he will be able to offer leadership and turn that party to something that to become a brand for anyone who wants to aspire to govern the country or govern the state or be a lawmaker, as the case may be. For him, at his level, at that status of trying to preside over the country, to the point that he was even laying claim that he won the election, for him to say he will abandon the ship without helping to resolve it means that he was not prepared for leadership ab initio. It is different from him trying to defect to another party. If he's not able to resolve the crisis in his party, and he goes to another party that he thinks is stable and peaceful, then he'll be missing the point, because the whole essence of leadership is for your ability for you to resolve issues in political parties, try as much as possible to make it a veritable platform that will help people to pursue their legitimate aspirations to govern the country, to govern the state, to be a lawmaker and otherwise. So the point I'm making is that at that level of Peter Obi, who is seen in some quarters as the face of opposition, to be giving up hope that Labour Party's intractable problems are not resolvable, that because of that he's going to jump ship to go to another party, takes away a lot from his so-called leadership credentials. And I'm saying that that is not the way to go. Because if you want to rebuild Nigeria, if you want to reform the country, you must start from even reforming the vehicles which people usually use to pursue their aspiration. You need to reform the political parties. You need to ensure that the right persons are there, things are done properly, there's right accountability, there's leadership cohesion and all of that. So that people will not be looking at, oh, if Peter Obi were to be president, this is what he will have done. Look at the way he has done Labour Party. But now, they'll find it easier to criticize government, to run all manners of commentaries, but the small party they are running, the Labour Party, is immersed in all manner of crisis, internal frictions and contradictions. And if they are unable to resolve it, then Peter Obi should not even dream of aspiring to be president of this country, because it is all about himself, I, me, and I kind of political scenario. And that's what I'm talking about. If I'm going to run for president of the country, I will look for a party that can give me that platform. And if I lose the election, I will ensure that I build such a party to become something that people will adore and people will also find worthy to present their own aspiration. But the way Peter Obi is going about it is a complete miss of what political parties as vehicle for leadership recruitment is.